Do you know Pegram well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was this?
Oh, back in the summer, July, I think.
Okay. Well, that wasn't as profitable as I was hoping.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Where else can we wander? Check out the police station, see if the detective's in. But doesn't look like he is. You can still talk to the Officer Moo, I believe.
Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
Sergeant Moo. My apologies.
What do you think of this chalice, Sergeant?
Not much.
It's over 600 years old.
It looks it. I wouldn't drink from that rusty old thing if I was you.
See you later, Sergeant.
Never mind. Oh, let's see. Can we call anybody? Nope. That's where Nico is. See, I'm actually starting to remember where these places are. Ah, yes. Is this guy still home? Ah, he is. Still staring at the sewer.
Hi there, remember me?
Ah, mais oui, Inspector. Have you found him?
Who?
The man in the sewer, of course.
I'm, sifting through the evidence.
Rather you than me, monsieur. So, when you are not exploring sewers, what do you do?
I take a lot of showers.
It's all funny, isn't it? But I guess we can't actually show him anything, so that was kind of useless. Yeah, I'm really thinking that it's something over here at the Montfacon. Or Montfacon. However you pronounce it.
In the middle of the square was a manhole. I wondered if there might be something relevant beneath street level.
I can almost guarantee there is.
Hey! Hey, you! What do you think you are doing? You stay away from that.
Oh, gotta get rid of this guard.
Excuse me, officer. Would you like to shake... I stopped myself barely in time. Electrocuting a cop would not have been smart. They'd rebuild the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key.
Yeah, not necessarily. Depends on if the officer had a sense of humor.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
For those of you who've played this before and you're screaming at me what to do next, I apologize. I cannot hear you at this point. Although I wish I could.
In French, English, and in 13 and X in their grand map.
Yeah, we read all that before. Okay. Well, as much as I'd like you to watch me just keep on wandering around, I'm going to do a quick cut here, and I shall return when I have made some kind of progress. Alright, folks, we're back in the museum. I want to try something here. I thought that might work. Huh. So I can manipulate this as long as he's over there. Hey, hey, hey. I snuck into a sarcophagus.
It is closing time, Monsieur Lobineau.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, Monsieur.
Oh, it's our two favorite goons.
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight!
Yeah, let's give him a surprise, shall we?
What the... Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Way to go, George. Ninja. Back in Nico's apartment.
And when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor Georges.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean it was you who stole the tripod?
Awesome.
Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. But how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't sulk, Georgie, please.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna come clean and just say that I had to consult the walkthrough on getting that that thing in the museum right. I just could not figure out what step I was missing. You know, when I'm confined to those areas outside of Paris, then I know that whatever the solution is, it has to be there. But when I'm in Paris, you know, there's like half a dozen places I could go to try to check random stuff and see if it works. So, yeah, had to cheat a little on that one, but oh well. Okay, so Nico came in looking like a badass cat and actually stole the tripod for us, so that was awesome. Now we have both the gem and the tripod.
I'd better get back to the quest.
And I'll just take that tripod. And okay, yeah, so we have both. Can we use this on this?
Maybe not.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll do it somewhere later. Let's see if anything's changed over at the, actually, first let's see if we can fly anywhere. No. Okay. Let's see if anything has changed in the, church area. Oh, whoa. It has.
There was a small crowd of 5 sightseers. It's a weird thing, but you can take the most intelligent people in the world, put them in their vacation duds, and hey presto, they look like morons. Why is that?
Oh, you should know that, George.
I had no desire to talk to the crowd.
What about the clown?
The juggler was good. Why he couldn't put that kind of application into getting a real job, I had no idea. Maybe he just liked dressing up like a horse's ass.
Man, you're so judgmental, George.
Hey, you with the balls.
Oui?
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No, I am a jongleur.
A jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu. A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contragravitic aeroballetic mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crownheads of Europe had the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders, plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so.
Oh boy.
That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better, no?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
Now this I gotta see.
I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be? A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not.
Can I have just another adventure hero? I don't like this one. I'd like to swap, please.
The juggler was good. Why he couldn't... Maybe he just... Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Le Templier? Ah, the last Grand Master, Jacques Dumoulin, was burnt on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow. You're pretty well educated for a juggler.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Ah, the running gag. Well, this guy has a red nose, so I guess it makes sense to show him ours.
Look, a red nose.
Ah, you are a clown.
Certainly
A clown?
is.
No, if so, you would be a much better jongleur.
For a moment, an idea capered around near the spotlight of my attention, but fell down the pothole of abstraction before I could focus on it.
Alright, I guess that's George's way of saying he had an idea, but then he forgot it.
Does this plaster interest you?
Well,
Forget it. Forget that I asked. Have you seen this man before?
no.
Does this grease paint mean anything to you?
A red nose, and now grease paint? You are sure you are not a clown?
Well, I was distracted by the idea again. Caper, caper, caper. Plummet. No. Gone again.
Oh, the ideas just pass through George's head like a sieve, don't they?
It didn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they make their living with their hands.
Oh, now you're getting all noble.
This gadget is a sewer key.
I do not want it. Thank you.
Well, I'm not selling it. I just wanted your opinion.
It is hardly my area of expertise.
You're supposed to say, does this tool mean anything to you?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You smoke.
No, I don't.
In that case, it means nothing to me.
That's fair enough.
Does this lab pass mean anything to you?
You work in a lab.
No, try again.
You steal lab passes?
No. Well, not as a habit. This was a special case.
This guy is actually pretty quick on the ball here.
Does this chalice mean anything to you?
It is very badly designed. I would not wish to drink from such a vessel.
You're not going to get the chance, Buster.
I'm looking for nuclear vessels.
Feast your eyes on this.
Incroyable! Is it real?
I think so.
Some people believe that great gems always have curses upon them.
Oh, that's garbage. Although, now that I think about it, both of the people who had this before me disappeared in mysterious circumstances. And the guy who was supposed to get this was shot and then murdered in his hospital bed. Do you want it?
No, thank you.
I like how his face suddenly flipped towards the camera. It's like, do you want it, player? I don't want it.
I've got a medieval tripod.
And my Uncle Claude has hemorrhoids. So what?
I like that line too. I've got a medieval tripod.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, let's see if the cop has anything new to say.
Excuse me, officer.
I got a medieval tripod.
What do you know about medieval ironmongery? Have a look at this little baby.
A tripod? What is it for?
You mean you don't know?
No, monsieur. Nor do you, I think.
I'm gonna juggle too.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Ah! You are a clown.
Do I look like a clown?
No. Although you juggle like one. Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing. And not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Who ever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur. You have it.
I wonder if that's a clue or not.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
I'd like to have another try at juggling, please.
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps?
No. I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your humiliation, monsieur.
Now put on the red nose.
Okay, now for my secret weapon.
There you go.
The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls
Wait for
and
it.
left in a fury.
Dun dun dun.
Hey! You forgot one of your balls! Hey! But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Oh, awesome. We are now in business.
There was a small crowd of 5 sightseers. It's a weird thing. Put them in... They look like...
Oh, yeah, it's the same thing. You still not going to talk to him?
I had no desire...
Yeah, you don't. Okay. Now let's see if we can open up that manhole cover. Into the abyss we go. Yeah, this is definitely the pair of sewers again. That's up. That's broken.
If I wanted to get deeper into these catacombs, I was going to have to get onto that path. If the near edge hadn't crumbled away, I could have jumped it easily.
Okay, but it's going to be a little trickier. Let's see what's here.
There were 3 arches, each with an inscription.
Alright, let's look.
The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone.
Okay, let's look at this one.
The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence.
Okay, the Templars were innocent of whatever crime they were accused of.
My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, "This is where the gallows used to stand." Maybe.
There's a corner there, but let's check out this first.
A weird little boat lay tied up. I guess they used it to get maintenance crews around. Either that or the Phantom of the Opera was somewhere near. On the boat, was a winching machine.
Let's winch it. Okay.
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
Okay. Manipulate this again. Okay. Maybe we'll find something to do with that around the corner. Yep, this looks like where the gallows used to be. And a door with a skull on it. Which is always a door you want to go through.
The door was a handsome piece of work.
That's handsome, huh, George?
I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked.
Surprise! I don't see anything else here. We don't have any obvious keys. Alright, so let's bring the hook and the chain down again. Something to put on a hook. Nah, I didn't think so. I don't see anything that could really hook well. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Oh, that was a really quick dead end. But I don't know, maybe if we talk to some people, we can ask them about this place. Boy, don't these tourists have somewhere to go? Whoa, just new people popping up all over the place.
A priest stood by the pews, energetically polishing something.
Oh, I really hope he's polishing something.
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
Oh, why does he have such a light voice?
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that.
Oh, no. Never take those lines out of context.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh, man, that's awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
Well, let's roll out the list of items.
I was in Ireland recently, and I brought back this plaster.
My sister brought back a shillelagh.
That's probably more usual.
Have you seen this man before?
No, I have never seen him before.
I've got a red nose.
Oui, so you have.
Yep, and we will say no more.
There's grease paint on this tissue.
Oui, you are correct.
He's a very agreeable man.
I thought about using the shake and shock on him, but I couldn't do that to a priest.
Oh, fine.
I have here a sewer key.
Ah, oui?
Maybe not. No way. What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know, it is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
Sure, why not?
That'd be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks.
Polishing sounds. So this was the modern window.
Somehow it looked more...
Yeah. You done yet?
The priest was still busy with the chalice, so I decided to have another look around the church.
Okay, maybe we just need to leave and come back then.
The priest was...
No? Oh, we have the red juggling ball now. I forgot about that. Oh, what else could we do? Check out stuff with Nico.
Hello, George.
No way.
You're not gonna show a red ball? Jeez. Well, can't think of anything else then.
I'd better get back to the quest.
See what's up with the museum.
Pardon me. Oui, monsieur?